Getting ready. I am so comfortable. I am so comfortable. I'm finally moved into my new place. You're probably not going to hear this audio. It'll probably go out of sync. I've come to the realization that I am not special. I am not important. I keep trying to get famous. I keep trying to connect with the audience that I don't have. I'm at a low 000. But in order to get to 100, you got to start at 1. And here's my 1. I have emailed, um, a lot of people. And it really hurts when my emails get ignored. And I was watching a video. I was watching this great video. I was watching this great video that Denzel did where he says when people ignore you, don't try to chase after them. I'm chasing after them because people are important, and it's important that even if a person is ignoring you. A perfect example is this. Today somebody called me on my phone. Today, I know I'm jumping all over the place with topics because I always do that. But a person called me on my phone today and I ignored them all day. And the reason I ignored them wasn't because of them. It wasn't that I didn't want to talk to them. It was that I was like, oh my God, you're going to get me in trouble. I said, this person's going to get me in trouble. Because I was supposed to go to a group of wellness for some people, mental wellness. And they were like, oh, you got to come to the group. You got to come to the group every day, every 3 days out of the week, come to the group. And for whatever reason, it was too far and I take an Uber. And I was like, the guy's a really cool guy, but he was calling me and I'm like, dude, why are you calling me like literally at the moment that the class starts? And everybody hears him. And it's like, they're really like, well, why did you not come? The reason I didn't come was because I just didn't feel like going. I didn't feel like going. Look at this. Look how great this is. A comforter, a bed, sleep. I feel like I could fall asleep. I love my life comfortable. And I don't want to, and they say that the measure of a man is not where he lies in times of comfort. Measure of a man is what he lies in times of difficulty and strife. I think Martin Luther King said that. And he said, measure of a man is what he does when things are not easy. And for me, things are easy. And that was an uneasy thing for someone to call me and go through all that bullshit. And I didn't want to go through it. But see, I wasn't ignoring him. He's like, oh, we want to know where you are. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. I'm right here. And I'm not leaving here because I do want to be famous. I do want to be well known. And, and the reason I want to be famous and well known is because a lot of the people who are famous and well known aren't as talented as me. Perfect example is Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan has been in how many James Bond movies? GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day. 4. That's great. I love Pierce Brosnan. I'm not saying I'm better than him. He's more talented than I am. He's more handsome than I am. He's older than I am. He's great. He's put in the work where he did GoldenEye. Awesome. One of the best video games. One of the best movies, video games of Bond. One of the best reboots. GoldenEye. Tomorrow Never Dies, one of my favorite movies of all time. World's Not Enough. It has its good action, but it was kind of the weakest movie because it was just about a nuclear bomb. And Die Another Day was it's a great idea, a heat laser in space, a kind of laser, a fire laser in space that lasts down. But ultimately, the point of this was to say, I have 1,277, almost 1,209. I'm almost at 1,300. I'm almost at 1,300 James Bond titles, plots, Bond girls, villains, everything. I'm almost at 1,300. By the time I'm 70, 80, if I ever make it to 70, 80 years old, I'll probably be at 6, 7,000, 7,000 James Bond titles. I mean, it, I started in 2012. It's 2025, so that's 13 years. So it took me 13 years to come up with 1,200 titles. If you take another 13, that's another 1,000. Another 13, that's another 1,000. Like that's crazy. It takes 10 years to come up with 1,000. So we're looking at almost 100 a year. Almost about 100 a year. And I had one called One Man to Rule All His Life. One man to rule for the rest of his life. One man to rule all his life. One man to rule for the rest of his life. Devil for a woman. All the devils are here. Spearhead, So I am ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to make. I'm ready. I think I'm ready, man. I mean, I was looking at a video that Madonna was in her 40s when she did Ray of Light. So back in 1998, 99, 2000, Madonna was 40. She was my age. So are you looking at Madonna at Ray of Light right now? This is Madonna, my age. And I'm such a loser that I've never really done anything in terms of working on a project. Oh, fall asleep. Yeah, this is it, man. You gotta sleep. I got the little slobber here. I got my little slobber. But yeah, man, I love where I'm at in terms of what I gotta do. It's really cool. So rocks. Find your rock and move it. That's gonna be my catchphrase when I die. Everyone's gonna think about it. Find your rock. Find your rock and move it. So what rock is gonna be my first rock? I have Doggone Girl. I have Down Roads. I have a Steve Jobs show. I have a lot, man. I looked at it and I what is amounts to about 100 rocks is only 5 a month or 2-3 months of work for me, because I have high potential. I love the show. I want to talk about it. High Potential is such a great show. I didn't know that the girl played Batwoman, but I have a kind of Batman-esque storyline there for that. So it's going to be good. I got to stop wasting so much gigabytes. Got to stop wasting so much time. Yeah, everybody. I'm living in my own place. I'm becoming lazier and lazier. I just want to make it. Just want to make it. And I'm waiting for Hollywood to say yes to me when I should say yes to myself. And it's always going to be this way. It's always going to be this way. I was watching a documentary on Scorsese. You see how he started back in, he didn't have the MacBook Air or the YouTube or the AI. I saw an AI, a thing called Batman and Sasquatch, which I want to put in, I was thinking of putting in my Halloween movie, a Batman Sasquatch. There was a guy on the internet who did bats and Sasquatch. I'll probably put that in. And you know what's interesting? I don't steal it. I could never have told you that and stole it and just said, I came up with it. I just thought of Batman and Sasquatch. I never saw that thing. I saw it. I was inspired. I said, this is really cool. I love his Sasquatch. I think there's a specific actor who could play Sasquatch in a specific actor who could play Batman in my Halloween. It's so good because well, let's talk about it. The Batman Sasquatch. The problem with it is it has to feel like it's the Big Lebowski. It has to feel like Sasquatch is John Goodman and Batman is Jeff Bridges. They're not. I'm not going to pick those actors, but you look at it, you're like, it has to feel like if you were watching the movie and you never saw the Big Lebowski, you're like, there's Batman being Jeff Bridges. There they are, where he's like, it's like, is this your homework? Like you just have Sasquatch going, is this your homework, Larry? Is this your fucking homework? You know, man, like, and it's like, this is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass. This is what happens, Larry. You know, and that's it. So thank you, and you know, I just love that movie. And never is it a reflection on that's not Walter, that's not the dude. So take the dude and call him Batman, and Walter and call Sasquatch, and have them look like Batman and Sasquatch, and you've got a franchise. You've got a Jay and Silent Bob. You know what I think that is? Somebody puts uh, a vacuum on. Maybe they're having sex. Maybe they're making noise of sex noises, and you hear that whatever the hell that is. Yeah. God, I love my life. I love my life. Thank you, God. Thank you to my subscribers. I'm so comfortable. Everything is so cool. My rock is gonna move. That's your rock is gonna move. You just gotta find the right rock. I'm too weak now to move anything too big. I'm too unknown and weird. But my rock is gonna move. I'm gonna get up from this bed and I'm gonna move rocks. I'm gonna find rocks, move them, toss rocks. Rocks will be moved. Find my rock and move it. I'm gonna find my rock and move it. I'm gonna find my rock, get out of this bed and move rocks. Thank you. Here's one rock mashup for Khloe Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian, very beautiful. I know my hair. I don't color my grays, and the reason is because I don't know how. I it's the easiest thing in the world. You just put the product in your hair and you wet it, but I don't know how. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being there. For the people who are there, for the 15, 17, 18 people that are there, thank you. I'm going to find rocks and move them. And I'm going to wait until I get to 14 minutes here. So thank you. Thank you. I'm living in my own place. I'm making it work. To the people who ignore me, you're probably doing what I do. Where I go, oh, this guy, why is he annoying me? Why? But you don't hate the person. You're just like, focus. Talk to me on something on a level that I want to talk to you on. And what I want to talk about is my rocks, my movies, my projects. So thank you guys. That's all. Gonna wait till this goes to 14. Goodbye.